Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Naneshwari Bosle, and today we are continuing our series on cybersecurity essentials. Grab your notebook and decode the math behind the security. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So, let us start with the topic. First is algorithm types and modes. Algorithm types. What size of plain text should be encrypted in each step of algorithm is the algorithm types, and algorithm mode. It basically defines the details of cryptographic algorithm once the type is decided. So let's move on to the next slide, that is algorithm types. So the first time a type is stream cipher. The plain text is encrypted one bit at a time using XOR operation. For example, A equals to 101 and B equals to 110. So the second algorithm type is block cipher. Rather than encrypting one bit at a time, a block of bytes is encrypted at one go. Let's move on to the next slide, that is algorithm modes. So an algorithm mode is a combination of series of basic algorithm steps on block cipher and some kind of feedback from the previous steps. So there are various algorithm modes that are being included in the ppt. So the first one is electronic code book, that is ecb. Second is cipher block chaining, that is cbc. Third is cipher feedback, that is CFB, and the last one is output feedback, that is OFB. So let's move on and see these algorithm modes one by one. So the first one is electronic code book, that is ECB. So electronic code book is the simplest mode of operation. The incoming plain text message is being divided into blocks of 64 bits each. Each such block is encrypted independently. For all blocks in a message, the same key is used for encryption. So these are the diagrams, that is the diagram of electronic mode encryption, where the the plain text is been ca- where the plain text is been divided into blocks of 64 bits each bits block, and for converting a plain text into a cipher text. So the next is cipher block chaining, that is CBC mode. So problem in CBC is plain text. The problem in ACB is a plain text repeat cipher text also repeated. So cipher block chaining mode ensures that even if a block of plain text repeats in input, it will not be repeated in the cipher text because of its feedback mechanism. So here is a diagram of cipher block chaining mode description, where if the plain text is repeated but the cipher text is not been repeated. So next one is cipher feedback mode, that is CFB. So typing a keystroke at a terminal which need to be immediately transmitted across the communication link in secure manner. In this case, CFB, that is cipher feedback, is being used. It is more complex than any other mode. So the data is encrypted in units that are smaller, could be a size of 8 bits, that is size of a character typed by an operator, than a defined block size, which is usually 64 bit. So, the steps in cipher feedback are: step 1, firstly, 64-bit initialization will be done of vector. Then, for kept in shift register, it is encrypted in first step to produce a corresponding 64-bit cipher text that is encrypted. Step 2, now leftmost, that is most significant j bits of the encrypted are XORed with the first j bits of the plain text. So here is the figure of cipher feedback. Step by step you will understand the process. So the step 3, that is now the bits of 4, that is the contents of shift register containing 4 are shifted left by j position. Thus the rightmost j positions of shift register now contain unpredictable data. These rightmost j positions are now filled with c. The last step, that is step 4, is now step 1 through 3 continue until all the plain text are being encrypted. Let's summarize. that is 4 is been encrypted, the leftmost bits resulting from this encryption process are being XORed with the next j bits of the plain text. The resulting ciphertext portion, that is next bits of ciphertext, is being sent to the receiver. The shift register containing the 4 is left shifted by the j bits. Then the j bits of ciphertext are being inserted from right into the shift register containing the 4. So let us see the basics of cryptography. Cryptography is an art as well as science of writing secret information and makes them non-readable. If the person who studies encryption and decryption methods and find the contents of hidden message is been called as cryptanalysis, cryptanalysis and cryptanalysis. So the types of cryptography are, first, that is symmetric and asymmetric. It is represented by P equals to D E bracket P. So cryptographic techniques are symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography. So let us see what is symmetric key cryptography. It is also called as secret key encryption. So here single key is used for encryption as well as decryption as well. That is called as shared key. This process uses a well-known symmetric key algorithm called as data encryption standard, that is DES. Here, the plain text is been converted to ciphertext and back decrypted to plain text uses the same key for encryption as well as decryption, that is called as shared key. So mathematically, it is represented as P equals to D K E bracket P. That is decryption of PT plain text using shared key, that is K. For example, stream and block cipher data encryption standard, advanced DES, and Blowfish. Let us see asymmetric key cryptography. It is also called as public key cryptography. Here, two keys are used, one for encryption and the other one for decryption. One is public key that may known by everyone, and the another one is private key that only receiver of the message or verifier of the message is been known. So, asymmetric key called because one key for use of decryption and another key used for encryption. So mathematically, it is represented as P equals to D K D E K E bracket P. So let us see an example of Ramesh and Suresh. So Ramesh's private key, uh, Ramesh A, yes, should be known, and Suresh should not be known. Ramesh public key, for Ramesh it should be known, and for Suresh also it should be known. Suresh's private key, for Ramesh it should not be known, and for Suresh it should be known. And Suresh public key, that is it should be known for both Ramesh and Suresh as well. Case 1, if Ramesh sends a message to Suresh, and case 2, if Suresh sends a message to Ramesh. For example, RSA and Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. So the advantages of symmetric key cryptography. It is faster than asymmetric key because it is a single key. Data decryption is difficult for attackers because of the key. Same key is used for receivers, so must have the sender's key for decryption. Symmetric key achieve the authentication principle. DES and AES techniques are implemented using SKC. The disadvantages are, once the key is stolen. In symmetric key is transmitted first, then the message is transmitted. If attacker intercept before the intended recipient, so this is one of the disadvantage. So let us see the advantages of asymmetric key cryptography. Key cannot be distributed among the sender and receiver. Both have their own key, so no problem of the key is distributed while transmitting the data. Two separate keys are being used even if the attacker's stolen key difficult to decryption. Easy to use for user and scalable, does not require much administrative work. Disadvantages are more time required and utilizes more resources to compare the symmetric cryptography. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more such exciting videos. Drop down your questions in the comment box our topic request in the comments below and stay tuned for the next video. Till then, stay safe.